Hey, this will be a video chart on ticker symbol CERP. We will take a look at the daily time frame. It's been a while since the last time I did this one, can't remember quite when, but these green lines you see here were from the last time I did it, whenever that was, and I just wanted to leave them on here because it does a great job of showing the power of charts, and I'm not patting myself on the back when I talk about the next thing, but I am kind of patting charts on the back and showing that they really do work when you know what to look for, and they're a very viable tool to use for a trading strategy. So with that being said, what I want to do is just extend this out. Like I said, I haven't touched this. If you go back and look through the video archives, you can see exactly when I drew this. I can't remember it off the top of my head. And I'll extend this one over, but this doesn't have really any more significance. But you can see that this level has provided has been very important and has held as support. Multiple times the price has come down and touched right off that 2-cent level. And then finally, right here back on, what was that, May 10th, is kind of when the trampoline effect really started to get going, and from there the price has really has moved upwards and skywards. So that the 2-cent mark there just shows how charting did a great job of forecasting where that would be. Just keep the chart clean. I'm going to get rid of that. It is still a level of support, but like I said, I'm just going to try to make this as easy to follow as possible. But 2 cents is definitely an important level of support, so I'm going to make that line extra thick. But with the price way up here, it would take a lot for that to even get tested. The next level of support now to keep an eye on is this purple line here, the 50-day simple moving average. That is valued at 0.025, so that'll be another important level of support. And then these past few days, the price has really just been kind of chugging along and turning all these previous levels of resistance into support. Another level of support now you'll have is 0.0314. So that'll be one of the newer levels of support since it was broken. And then another level, and this is the level that was basically tested today, is right up there at 0.0395. And I'll show where that comes from. But this was a previous high, so it was a resistance. Back here you can see it knocked down the price, and then on Friday knocked down the price, and then today had the gap up above it, and you can see went back down there and basically back tested it at 0.0392, so pretty darn close. So that just makes a great example of how a resistance turns into a support. Now in terms of resistance levels, I'm not sure if that's where it hit today. I actually broke a little bit above it, but you can see right here there's quite a bit of price history right around this area here. You can see multiple days went up and hit it, so we'll call this resistance up there at 0.0485. And like I said, intraday action did break it, but because we're looking at the daily chart, we care about where the close was, so this level is still technically a level of resistance. And then after a 0.0485, that's kind of when the quote-unquote floodgates would open up, as you'd enter into basically a miniature blue sky breakout, with the next resistance not being until all the way up at 6 cents. And then after 6 cents, the next level of resistance would then be way up here at this previous high, and that level is valued at 0.068. So lots of potential upside room here, but it's nice to see that this level has held, and then you're seeing the results of that. So lots more supports below you, and the path of least resistance is definitely up at this point in time, so it'll be an interesting week to see how things unfold here. So if there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to sign up for our newsletter up there. When you do that, as you'll see, you'll get a free ebook. If you enjoyed the video and want to learn more about charting and how to use it in your strategy as a trader, I'd encourage you to click below and look at our educational course, over 8.5 hours of video and teaching. It's been getting great third-party reviews, so I'd encourage you to make an investment into your education and check it out. One more time, this was CERP. Thanks for listening.